going on, YouTube? Yash here, and we're going for another vlog. This one's an important one, very important. Well, more like one that has a specific topic. So we're going to talk about Dynasty Warriors 9. A lot of you have been complaining on the game. Well, not a lot, just some of you had some interesting complaints. So no co-op, no multiplayer. That's okay, because back in the day, I mean, I started on Dynasty Warriors 3 on the PS2, where there was no really internet on that game, but it was really awesome. And sometimes when I had my cousin over or some of my friends, we just played that on split screen. But that's okay, I'm used to it. Now this new Dynasty Warriors, it has a bit of a frame issue. That's one of my complaints. It seems when there's a lot of enemies on the screen, the frames slow down. I'm playing on the Xbox One. I don't have the Xbox One X, but it's still very much playable compared to other games that have a whole bunch of frame loss. So it's not too bad. It doesn't ruin the gameplay for me, but it'd be nice if they can get it fixed. Also, it seems like the game is scaled down quite a bit for the Xbox One, in terms of how it looks, but that's okay. I don't have an issue with that either. This is a brand new thing for that company, and it's actually flowing quite well. My other complaint is the voice acting for the English dub. Oh no, who did they hire? It's like, you want to sound exciting, you want to sound like you're in the battle, but instead they sound real bland, like, Lord Cao Cao is approaching. We shall go and move our troops to the west. I'm just sitting here, and that's not exactly in a statement that was said, but I'm just saying it sounded really bland. It didn't sound like the voice actors are really into the game itself, which was very disappointing. And I feel like changing it to Japanese or Chinese dub. The only issue is there's the text appears at the bottom left of the screen, and then of course you have the cutscenes with the text on the bottom, and sometimes I really don't feel like reading. So that's a little bit of an issue. So I'm kind of bearing with the English dub, but it's very cringeworthy. And it's not just how they're sounding or pronouncing everything and sounding kind of like lame. It's the whole fact that some of these voice actors aren't matching with the characters. We have Lu Bu, who usually has a very aggressive, deep voice, sounding like a, I can't believe this is going on. Or, I'm sorry, I don't know if that sounded terrible enough. Hey guys, I don't believe that's going on. What are you doing? It didn't sound like the typical Lu Bu, fool, you are powerless. Or, you know, is there anyone out there who can defy me with a decent challenge? You know, it didn't sound aggressive at all. So, and it's not just Lu Bu, there's a lot of other characters too. Sun Quan, dude sounds like he's getting ready to go out for a date or something. He doesn't sound like a warrior. He just sounds like, hey guys, you guys ready for the party? Oh yeah, we're gonna go out here. I got this date. She's coming with me to the party. I'm like, what now? I mean, the game is really fun. The gameplay is fun. They switched up how we get our weapons. I think the tiers there, like the stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, or I can't remember what the star levels are, but I think those are still there from what I can see. Basically, you're going near the tea house and you're collecting scrolls. These scrolls have different colors like gold, blue, white, purple, orange. But if you're scrolling and you have all of them available, it's kind of like showing you, oh, I know which one is stronger just based off of that. Now you can't see the weapon when the scroll you're going. You might have to go to Google and go to like a little Dynasty Warriors encyclopedia or whatever of what the weapons look like. But that's pretty much all I've seen so far. So I've beaten the game. I've beaten the story, not the game. I've beaten the story of Sun Jian, and I've also beaten his daughter's Sun Shang. Oh my goodness, Sun Shangzong. It is hard for me to pronounce these names. Speaking of pronunciation, so we're on number 9 now, and the pronunciation has changed so much that I don't even know what's true anymore. I used to call Cao 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 because that's how it was on Dynasty Warriors 3. So now it's like, oh, now I gotta start saying Sun. Okay, all right, I can get used to that. But oh my goodness. Instead of, I used to say Wu, but it's Ooh. I'm like, oh, so no longer Wu Kingdom, it's Ooh. But I understand because, you know, it's Chinese history, and we may have not have had the correct pronunciation all this time. But after doing something or pronouncing something for so long, you get used to saying it. So instead of Wu, now I gotta like, oh, the Ooh. I'm rolling with that Ooh Kingdom, like the Ooh Kingdom. Ooh-ee. But yeah, so you got Shu, Wei, and U. So far, in terms of the battle and everything, there is one thing I will say: capturing bases, you can just rush in, jump over the castle. Like, you don't even need a battering ram. You can just use your little hook claw or whatever, your hook, and jump over the castle or whatever mission you're on and go hunt down the main general and quickly end it. There are sometimes when they have their glowing auras, they have their little specials. Not Musu, but they have their specials, like their glowing, like their wind charm or whatever auras around them. Then it become a little bit more of a challenge. I do have one more complaint. It seems like the AI kind of stands still, even on the harder difficulties. They kind of just stand still, especially on boats. I don't know if any of you have gotten to boat battles yet, but yeah, a lot of them have been standing still, and it just hasn't worked at all. And it just seems weird. I don't know if they were trying to work on their mechanics more on that, but I feel like some of these things can definitely just be easy patches. Other than that, it's a really fun game. I have no complaints. I hope they bring back the old costumes like they did on the previous game. I believe it was Dynasty Warriors 7 that had 1 through 6's costumes, and that was a freebie. And then later on, the next game after, they made it so you had to pay for old ones. I don't know. I got the deluxe edition with the season pass, so you know I'm good. Thumbs up. That's about it, guys. Let me know what you think of the video, and also please support me on Patreon. As usual, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and have yourself an outstanding day.